James Twin for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm going ahead and get my day started here in Japan. Hope you guys enjoy the aesthetics and the views of Takamatsu as I walk around and give you all that real world-class boxing content like we've been doing for many years here on True School Sports. So hopefully you guys are well wherever you're at in the world. But listen, Teofimo Lopez, let's talk about him because there's been a lot of speculation. And I remember as early as Canelo Fight Week back in Las Vegas that there was a lot of speculation that Teofimo Lopez was working with Eddy Reynoso because he had been in camp. He had been in the gym with Canelo. There had been videos surfacing of them training together and whatnot. And now it's been formally announced that Teofimo Lopez will be trained by Eddy Reynoso. There was a picture that surfaced of Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Teofimo Lopez and Eddy Reynoso. So let's talk about it because I honestly think that this is much needed. And personally, I don't care if it would have been, it could have been anybody for Teofimo Lopez that he brought in. I just think he's at that stage of his career. People don't like his dad, but you got to give his dad some credit. He did help. He did build Teofimo Lopez from the ground up into what he is today. And in the grand scheme of boxing, that is pretty good. Being a two-time lineal champion is pretty good. So hats off the senior. But he had to reach a stage of his career where he definitely needed some development. He needed a new voice. He needed someone that he was going to listen to in the corner. He needed someone that maybe could give him a different perspective and add some things to his skill set and evolve as a fighter. Because with boxing, right, especially when you're a fighter like Teofimo Lopez at the world-class level, when you start stepping up in weight classes and you start fighting top competition or even like just top contenders as a champion, you have to always be evolving as a fighter. It's much like life. Like if you're not progressing, you're regressing. So I'm happy for Teo. He's a South Florida kid. He's a product of the South Florida boxing scene, an amateur program from the Davy Powell. So I always want him to do well. I always want to do well. I want to see him succeed. And funny enough, right? A long time ago, or not long time ago, but a couple years ago, as many of us remember, Ryan Garcia was supposed to, Canelo was mentoring Ryan Garcia, and it looked like Canelo was going to try to give the keys to the next generation of boxing, so to speak, the proverbial keys to Ryan Garcia. Now, 3-4 years ago, and even now to this day, Ryan Garcia is still trying to mature mentally as a fighter and a person to be able to handle all the things that come with boxing and being a star of the sport, and not even just boxing, being a star that's transcended the sport. So Ryan wasn't ready for it. Ryan went a different direction. He stopped training with Reynoso. He went to go work with Joe Goosen and then Derek James. He's not really, I know him and Canelo still talk, but that's not really a thing anymore. So I kind of feel like, in a sense, now with Teofimo working with Reynoso, Teofimo has replaced and supplanted Ryan Garcia's role as little bro in the big bro, little bro relationship. And I think it's good. I think it's good because Teofimo Lopez is a fighter that I think, it's going to be a great thing for him to be around someone like Canelo Alvarez that's a top fighter, a guy that's fought on very big stages. We're talking about 70,000 people plus, football stadiums, MGM Grand sold out, T-Mobile Arena sold out. So to be around someone that's been through those things mentally, that's been on that world-class stage, I don't think that could do anything but help Teofimo Lopez. Now, people who hate Canelo, and admittedly, I was once one of those people. People who hate Canelo and Reynoso, they may say, well, all they're going to teach Teofimo Lopez how to do is take steroids and be a cheater, which, God willing, I'm going to say it like this. God willing, please, I don't want to hear, I hope Teofimo Lopez doesn't test positive for anything, because YouTube and the YouTube boxing community will become a very toxic place if that does happen, really and truthfully. But other than that, I think it's a great move. I don't see how it's a bad move. The only way this thing could go sour is if Teofimo Lopez doesn't listen to Reynoso and heed the words of Canelo Alvarez and be a disciplined fighter. And of course, if his dad doesn't have enough humility to take kind of a back seat and let Reynoso maybe have a bigger influence on Teofimo's career. Because again, you don't go and bring in another voice and try to give Teofimo extra direction if you're not trying to help him evolve as a fighter. So you gotta let Eddy Reynoso, you know, do what he needs to do and leave his imprint on the fighter. And obviously, you know, it'll be a day-to-day thing. Teofimo Sr. and Reynoso coming together, sharing ideas to make Teofimo Lopez the best fighter possible. And I hope, like, I'm rooting for this to work out, because apart from the one magical night where he really just beat the brakes off Josh Taylor and outclassed him, and you know, I hate to say it, you know, listen, this is an international thing, so Japan's not even immune to me saying this, but he absolutely exposed Josh Taylor, all right? Other than that, his run at 140 has been very meh, you know, very pedestrian. He had a fight against Sandor Martin, which many people thought he lost. He fought a Pedro Campa that really wasn't highly regarded. Tough guy, but not highly regarded. Many people thought he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. I'm one of those. I thought he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. You know, Teofimo Lopez has not had a good run of form at 140, so he needs to get back to his best, because boxing is a lot more exciting when that man is firing on all cylinders. He's such a unique, dynamic talent, and I want to see him get back to his best. So that's the news. Teofimo Lopez has formally announced that he is, in conjunction with his father, working with Eddy Reynoso and Team Canelo, and he will now be under the tutelage of Eddy Reynoso, and kind of like playing the little brother role that Ryan Garcia once had years ago to Canelo Alvarez. So I'm hoping it works out well. Best wishes to Teofimo Lopez. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think, because there's some really interesting possibilities for Teofimo Lopez. You know, if he stays at 140, he could fight the Hitchens-Paro winner. So the Devin Haney fight, if that fight could ever come together. If he does decide to go experiment and capture some glory at the welterweight division, you know, there is a potential fight with Brian Norman Jr. that we've heard through the grapevine that supposedly he turned down. So look, there's endless possibilities. I just want to see him get back to his best, because boxing is better when Teofimo Lopez is at his best. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.